Hello, my name is Cynthia, and today, we are starting seeds. I'm really excited because the moment seeds starts, that means that hopefully spring is coming, right? Like the countdown begins to warmer weather. I'm so excited. Today, I'm going to be starting all of my onions, some artichokes. There was something else that I was like, oh, I must start now, but I can't remember what it was. I'm sure like tomorrow I'm going to be like, oh no. But anywho, let's go over the varieties that I'll be starting. We are in my basement. I have a lot of my like outdoor plants that I keep inside during the season, and I only have these two racks for growing. I have my tidy tray, which has dirt in it because I dropped something, had to repot it. It was a nightmare. So the artichokes that I'm going to start today are Green Globe. It is an 85-day harvest. I grew two of these last year and they just never panned out. Well, one, I didn't water enough. I didn't fertilize enough, and I also didn't put it in a large enough container, I don't think. But I really think it was a watering issue, to be quite honest, and I didn't start it this early. When I put the plant out there last season, it was like extremely small, so by the time it like took off, it was nothing. Let's talk onions. I'm really excited about onions. We love onions in my house. So the longer you have onion seeds, the worse they're going to germinate. So I'm going to start a ton of them and hope that they germinate. I had really good luck last year. So these are the creme brulee shallots. These are red burgundy onions. These were so beautiful last year. I just bought these, the yellow sweet Spanish Utah. I'm also starting the candy onions. These were my favorite. There's not that many in here. I'm literally going to start probably majority of my seeds because, as you can see, they have clips on them, which means that they were used before, which means that the germination rate is going to be very slim. And then sweet white Spanish, and then some bunching onions. I have this tray here. These are amazing. They are super, super sturdy. I really like these. These are the 4x4 by Epic Gardening. Almost lost it. But they come with their own little watering tray. This tray is super sturdy too. And then it comes with humidity domes. I'm going to do two of each variety. I'm not going to use seed starting mix. I know everyone's going to be like, no, what? No, I'm not. Move my chair. So I really like, let me grab what I use. I really like Fox Farm. This is the Ocean Forest. It is extremely light and fluffy, and technically that's all you really need when it comes to a seed starting mix. You need something so that the baby roots have somewhere to expand, somewhere to go. So you want to have something that's super light and fluffy. But let me show you how beautiful this is. It is, I mean, there is nothing here. Look at that. It's just so beautiful, so light, so fluffy that I really like it. It also has, what does it say? Earthworm castings, just gorgeous stuff. Bat guano, just a lot of things so that once they start to grow, there's something for them to eat and you don't have to like fertilize and up pot right away, which is why I'm starting them in these huge cells so that they have a place to live for a while, because I don't have a lot of space to just continue to up pot. So what am I missing? Oh, I'm gonna also throw some biotone fertilizer. That's just gonna help with root development. You don't have to do it. Not a lot of people do this, but I do. And so that's what we're gonna do. I just gotta go get that real quick. I've got my biotone. I've got a bag that, you know, I probably won't need this other bag. So let's put that back down. I've got my water, my biotone, my soil. I've got a lot of things. Okay. Let me turn this like that. Let me move the camera down so we can see a little bit. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. I'm gonna put on some gloves just because I don't like getting dirt in my nails. It's yucky. Alrighty. Guys, it's happening. Please let me know what you grow for onions. I'm looking for anything that's delicious, sweet. Oh, onions. Let's talk onions real quick. You want to make sure that you have the correct onions for your zone, right? So I'm a zone 6A/6B. I live in upstate New York. I would be growing long day onions, and there's medium day, short day. I'll put up a picture of why that's important. It really depends on the hours of sun. So once these start to grow about like 3 inches or so, or 4 inches, I like to cut them down, just the stalks of them, so that they kind of start to bulb up and get like very strong. You can put them out, I believe, 6 weeks prior to your last frost date. They're cold hardy-ish, and you want them to be in the ground when it starts to get really, like when that, the season starts to change, like starts to get warmer, because that's when the onion is going to really bulb up. You also do not want to plant it too deep, but we'll get through that when that time comes. But yeah, so there's 3 different types of onions you want to look for. You want to read the back of the packages. Also, your local garden center is probably going to have the type of onions you can grow. But if you're going to order them online, you need to see like where you live in the area of the United States and decide whether it's long day, medium day, or short day. You also want to make sure you get onions that, well, depending on how many you eat, right? Like for me, we eat lots of onions. I mean, I think we eat, I'd say half an onion a day, maybe more in this house. We're onion people. And so you want to make sure that if you're going to store them for a long time, that you get like proper storing onions. To me, it doesn't matter, because like I said, we eat lots of onions here. Where's my water? Oh, here it is. I'm going to go ahead and moisten the soil just a little bit here. This is perfect. See how it's like holding its shape? Hold on, let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. This is kind of what you want it to look like, where it's holding its shape, but not squeezing out a lot of water. Alrighty, perfect. I'm gonna throw a little bit of biotone in this mix and mix it up. Again, this is optional. You don't have to do this. I just really like to feed my soil because these are huge cells. This is where they're gonna kind of live until maybe they go back outside, but I'm not sure, right? Because they might need to be uppotted, because I'm going to be seeding very heavily, and we're praying for lots of germination. All right. No soil gets wasted. Next and most important step is to write labels. What you don't want to do is think you're going to remember what you sowed and then you won't. I promise you won't. It's happened to me lots of times. So make sure you write those labels. So everything's ready. I have all of my labels. I also date them so that I know when I started the seed. I'm going to do 2 cells per item. And whichever way I face my sign is where I'm sowing. So it's going to be these 2. But if I was to face it this way, it would be these 2. Alrighty. I saved seeds from my alliums last year, and they actually germinated. So I had a bunch of alliums that I grew from seed, and that's what I wanted to do. I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute, I know there was some other onion thing I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it was. It was my allium seeds. Perfect. Alrighty. So now we start to sew. This is my favorite. Okay, so these are the creme brulee shallots. I love shallots. I don't know if you guys love shallots, but I do. Oh man, I've got so many seeds. And I'm going to sew a ton. Like I said, they don't last that long, the seeds. And I did not grow that many. So when I tell you I'm going to overseed, I will be overseeding. And I will find a place where to plant these this summer if I end up having a ton. And again, not all of these are going to germinate. So this is, oh, I love this apron. This is a root apron. It is absolutely my favorite thing. I got it for Christmas a few years ago. I love it. It has kept me clean. I'm a very messy gardener. So, you know what? I'm just going to, what's the worst thing that can happen? I have a bunch of shallots. Oh no. Plus, what's cool about, shallots is that you can keep them really close to each other. Now I still have a bunch of seeds left. Ugh, that upsets me, but that's all right. All right, creme brulee is done. Now we are going to do sweet white because it's right next to it. I'm going to overseed these two like crazy. Open. These are last year's seeds, so that's why I'm overseeding also. They all germinated last year. It was quite amazing. I still have so many also. Yikes. Plus, if I can't find a place, or if I have way too many, I will find a place. Onions are us. That's funny. Onions are us. So, okay. So, now, you know what? I will put the soil on after. So now that I know those are done. Next, yellow sweet Spanish. These will probably germinate well because they are first year seeds. The ones next door are the bunching. Again, these may not all germinate. These are last year's seeds also. Is that it? I want to start them all, but again, if they end up all germinating, I will not have the room for them. Next, we're going to do candy. Candy is my favorite onion. There's another onion, I think it's called the Alyssa. It's from Baker Creek. They're like really large, but they're really not storing onions. Not like that we have a shot of storing them because we eat a lot of them, but oh yeah, I think I'm gonna start all the candy because that's not that many. Look, that's not that many. The thing is, if you want large onions, you have to grow them early. The sturdier they are when they go out. I don't know if you know, like whenever you buy sets, have you noticed that the sets are quite large? They are a good chunky onion set. You kind of want that. Oh, bye Candy. That was awesome. I love finishing seed packets. Red burgundy's next. Whoops. I love these little clips. They're the best. I got them at like Office Max, I think. But you can get them at Walmart, everywhere they sell. Target, everywhere. Oh no, I don't have that many red bunching. Oh, well I'm going to use all of these. I'm not sure if these are all going to germinate. I don't have that many. I really thought I had more. Oops. Yay, another seed done. That makes me so happy. And last but not least, we're going to do artichokes and alliums. Now these, like I said, they were from my garden, and I just took the seed heads off and they grew. Like I think I grew like an extra 10. And because I'm doing the garden that I spoke about, like towards my neighbors, I think I want to, do a border of alliums. I have it everywhere in my garden because, like I said, we have extreme deer pressure. These look like sunflower seeds, don't they? I'm going to seed 2, how deep? 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to do 2 per cell, just in case. This is so fun. I don't know if you can see that. I'm doing one on either side. Uh-oh. Not you. It fell in here. There we go. 1 per side. Just in case. I really like artichokes for the flowers. I'll eat them too, but they're not like my favorite. Aren't you guys like that too? Where you just grow something just 'cause. And now the alliums. Now I'm not sure if these are going to take. Let's see that these are literally just the allium heads. And I just cut them off. And I'm going to just overseed this also. I'm just going to shake it off. I know it looks a little crazy. It really does, how I'm just throwing it in there with the debris, but it's really hard to get the seeds out or see what is a seed and what isn't. And I did this last year and it worked just fine. So now, I see a seed right here. This looks like a real onion seed. I'm not throwing that anywhere because it'll be like something I don't know. Now I'm going to put my glove back on. I'm going to throw a little bit of soil on the top and then some vermiculite. The wrong hand. The vermiculite is going to help with something called dampening off. It's also going to help retain the moisture. It's going to help with a lot of things, fungus gnats, all the things. This is the vermiculite that I use. I got it at my local garden center. I'm just going to top off ever so lightly all of the trays. And I'm just going to push down. Alrighty, after all of that, I'm just going to take my water bottle and just spray the top. This is just going to keep the vermiculite in place, water down the seeds. I'm pushing down a little bit. Vermiculite is flying. So now they are in there. I am going to put the humidity dome over all of them so that they can retain moisture. It's kind of hard to do it under the light. I did put them on a heating mat. Gotta get them over there we go. I love these. These are, like I said, epic gardening trays. So good. I did get the green stock ones, which I will be using for other things. I'm going to use them for like my tomatoes and everything else when I start them. But these particular things, these onions and so on and artichokes, they will be living in their containers for quite some time. Therefore, I wanted to put them in a bigger situation. I was thinking about, and let me know if I should do that, getting more light so that there's two sets, because once I move it like this or whatever, it's not even lighting, but I didn't have a problem last year. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but there we go. Oh, I am so excited about this, guys. We are done sowing our onions and artichokes. I am really excited and I cannot wait to show you guys some updates. Let me know what onions you're growing below, and if you're growing any artichokes, if you grow them to eat, if you grow them like I do for the blooms, just let me know. Stay tuned because I will be starting winter sowing for the first time. I'm extremely nervous. I've never done it. It's kind of a leap of faith, you know, you put them out there in the freezing cold and you say, grow? And it does sometimes. I've never done it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for spending today with me. And remember, if you didn't get it done today, there is always tomorrow. Thanks for watching.